Hey YouTube, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and I am back with another Game of Thrones reaction. We are at episode 5 of season 7. Can you guys even believe that we're halfway through the season already? I mean, at least I think we're halfway. I don't actually know how many episodes there are this season. Really interested to see what the aftermath of what happened at the end of the last lit episode. Man, still reeling a little over that last scene. It was amazing. And really, I need for Jon and Bran and Arya to like interact at some point, but I don't know if we're gonna get any more reunions quite so soon. Either way, I'm excited about this episode. Let's stop chatting about it and start watching, shall we? All right then. Boop.
The fuck are you doing back there?
Ending the war. Killing her.
You saw the dragon between you and her.
Thank you, Bron. The obvious.
And?
If she decides to use them, to really use them,
You're fucked.
what do you mean? I have to tell Cersei.
Go.
Might as well jump back in that river.
Amen. Thank you. Bron is the MVP. Damn, the Dothraki are savage. Take this human ash off my new sword. Damn, look at Drogon. That's the G. Drogon's like, I'm sorry. Some of y'all look a little tall right now.
Who are you?
Stupid boy.
Don't say your name.
I'm Dickon Tarly, son of Randall Tarly. I will not.
All right, House Tarly goes to Sam.
Your Grace, the entire
I'm not
family.
beheading him.
Oh shit. Let's get real. She's ruling out of fear. Not good.
How many men did we lose?
Exactly. Not how are you?
If you were Olenna, would you rather have seen your granddaughter married to Joffrey or Tommen?
Mm-hmm. Think about it. That's right, Jon. Stand your ground. This is happening. He wants you to pet him. Give him a hug. Give us a hug. There you go. Aww. Hey. Now toss Daenerys off. Just kidding. Can we just say for the record that Jon now has a dire wolf and a dragon? Just saying. Oh, Tara! See, these two can get married. That's okay. Who you creeping on, Bran? Bran has become the evil version of Skynet. Holy cow. Holy cow.
She gave Tarly a choice. A man who had taken up arms against her. What else could she do?
Not burn him alive alongside his son.
I am her hand, not her head. I can't make her decisions for her.
That's right.
Who's that for?
Jon Snow.
Did you read it?
It's a sealed scroll for the king in the north.
What's it say?
Nothing good.
I haven't given you permission to leave.
Screw you.
With respect, Your Grace, I don't need your permission.
That's right.
I am a king.
Woo! Yeah!
I came here, I'm asking you, to trust in a stranger. Because it's our best chance.
Scalding tea.
Say what you mean.
Okay.
You always liked nice things.
Yes.
Made you feel better than everyone.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
They were insulting Jon. And you sat there and listened.
I listened to their complaints, which is my responsibility as Lady of Winterfell.
Their opinions are... And if Jon doesn't come back, you'll need their support. So you can work together. to give you what you really want.
How can you even think such a horrible thing?
It's true.
You're thinking it right now. But the thought just won't go away.
This tea! Scalding.
I have work to do.
Yes!
My lady.
ARYA. Queen. That was beautiful. I've been waiting 7 seasons for that.
Wasn't sure I'd find you. Thought you might still be rowing. Worked in shops, taverns, brothels. Should have known to come straight.
You came to get me. You want me to come with you?
Well, I think you need to understand it.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You should know what you're heading into.
Do you think, sir?
Ain't no one got time for this. Woo! Gendry.
You're a lot leaner. And you're a lot shorter.
Come on. It's true.
Maynard says here that he issued an annulment for Prince Rhaegar and remarried him to someone else at the same time in a secret ceremony in Dawn. Is that a common thing in the South?
These maesters serving that man's wind accounting and annulments and bowel movements for all eternity. Well,
How many queens are there now?
2.
And you need to convince the one with the dragons or the one who fucks her brother?
Both.
How many men did you bring?
Not enough. You're the Hound. I saw you once at Winterfell.
He was my father.
He hunted us like animals.
You returned the favor, as I recall.
Okay, guys, not the time. Put your dicks away. I'm nervous, guys. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like that. It's too soon. There's so many. I don't like it. Oh. Why? I guess I should be thankful that this one didn't take my breath away at the end, the way the episodes have been the last few of them. Okay, that was Eastwatch. Biggest things that stood out to me, I like that Dany is finally starting to see that Jon is more than just some guy claiming to be a person in power. Jon very much walks the walk that he talks, and obviously that moment between him and Drogon. So I don't know if y'all remember back in season 2, I believe it was, when Daenerys went to the House of the Dying and she got the prophecy about how there was going to be 3 of them and like 3 dragons. So I shouldn't say always, and when I read the books, I know that I called that Jon was going to be one of these people that was going to be riding with her, and that one of those dragons was going to become his. I didn't think it'd be Drogon, but Drogon seems to be drawn to Jon. And yeah, I don't know, maybe, but I mean, that's the only one. Drogon's the only dragon that Daenerys has ridden, so I don't know what that means. Very interesting if it turns out Drogon somehow chooses Jon and rejects Dany. That might be interesting, but digressing, that was a sweet, sweet moment. I feel like we're taking one step closer to perhaps seeing Jon, I don't know, maybe get hit with some flames and not get burned. I'm just here for it. Whatever it is, I am here for it. Dany and the Tarleys. Listen, I was a huge fan of Dany in season 1 and season 2. Seeing her go from this timid girl to grow into this strong, capable woman was great. And I really was rooting for her because she was so very much the underdog in the beginning. But seeing her in these past couple of seasons in particular, and this whole season, definitely this season, Dany needs to just take a seat. Just sit herself down somewhere and just relax. This whole, you do things my way. I mean, her whole thing, oh, I gave them a choice. No, you didn't, Dany. If you truly gave them a choice, you would have said, listen, there's gonna be a war. I'm going to win. Just know that if you're not on my side, I can't guarantee your safety. But you can come and serve me if you like, or you can go off and hide in your homes and hope that this war doesn't touch you. That would have been a choice. That would have been somewhat appealing and let these people know that, oh, she really isn't like all the other rulers. She actually cares, and maybe some of us don't even want to be here right now. But no, much like Cersei, who, if she doesn't get her way, uses wildfire to burn everything to the ground, she's like, yeah, you can come and bend knee to me now, or I'll burn you alive, like my father did, and my grandfather and his father before him. Interesting how Jon and Daenerys have kind of switched places with kind of where they began as to where they are now. Like, if you look at Jon in season 1, he started out as kind of like this entitled, you know, rich brat who kind of thought his lot in life was so bad, but discovered as time went on that he actually had a really good life, and he's kind of become this humble, strong, just worthy type of guy. But then you've got Dany, who started out in season 1, you know, thinking that she was never going to see the throne, thinking she's gonna have to marry her horrible brother, getting sold in the marriage, like just having all these bad things happen that kind of beat her down. But then now she's had a little bit of success and a little bit of victory, and she's kind of turning into an entitled and spoiled and, you know, just somebody that's just not all that great to be around. But it's interesting. I just feel like they're just kind of going in separate directions as far as what their experiences have turned them into. And anyway, I think it's kind of funny that in particular, Jon and Daenerys kind of had these trajectories that were similar, you know, started in different places, but have ended up kind of where the other began. Yeah, Dany is turning into a version of the Mad King and Viserys. You know, I mean, honestly, every time she acts like this, I can see Viserys from season 1 going, I want my crown, I want my crown. I need her to just chill out and just step back and realize that she's not being a ruler for the people, she's turning into a tyrant. And no one wants to serve a tyrant. You don't want people serving you out of fear. So, yeah, she's just getting very hard for me to root for right now. I just really need Dany to sit back and remember why she wants to become a ruler. Out of one side of her mouth, she's talking about how she wants to change things and break the wheel and all this other garbage, and on the other side of her mouth, she's like, I'll burn you all if you don't do what I want. Sorry, Dany, you're not even two sides of the same coin. You're just completely indifferent. You're all over the place right now, girl. Cersei and Jaime. Look, I don't have much to say about Cersei. I mean, I don't like the girl. I don't have any love for her. I mean, I respect that she is a smart and very conniving woman, but I don't trust her. I don't trust her, I don't like her, and obviously yeah, if she dies, I'm not gonna be sad about it. This whole thing about her being pregnant, I don't care. I just don't. We don't need any more, like we've seen that none of, with the exception of maybe Myrcella, which we didn't really get a chance to see, none of their kids brought anything positive to this world. They don't need to have any more. The line needs to go. Short of Tyrion, let's just get rid of all the Targaryen, or all the Lannisters. Sorry, we can't get rid of the Targaryens because Jon's a Targaryen. Which brings me to the little amazing, gorgeous tidbit that poor Gilly was trying to get out before Sam got all. But obviously, that tidbit was dropped for us in the audience, so that we now know unequivocally, I shouldn't say unequivocally, but it's another huge piece of evidence as to who Jon's daddy is. Oh my God, guys, can we just take a minute and talk about all the snaps that Miss Arya Stark deserves for calling Sansa out on the selfish, entitled little that she really is. Look, I've never liked Sansa. Seriously, I've never liked that girl. Yes, I did have empathy for her when she was going through what she was going through with Ramsay. No one deserves to go through that. However, I still don't like her. I still don't like her. That girl from the very first season has thought she's just a little bit better than everybody, that she deserves just a little bit more than everybody. And even now, in her interactions with Jon, it is clear that that girl thinks she's better than Jon and deserves more than Jon does. She was sitting there, I mean, all these people sitting there talking about, oh, Jon shouldn't have left us. He's awful. We should have elected you. And her little weak response, he's doing what's best. Shut up, girl. Hey, I've seen you fiercely and passionately defend things. That was not fiercely and passionately defending your brother who saved you, who's been protecting you. Listen, girl, you need to stop. And I'm so glad that Arya checked her, Okay, Arya sat there and said, girl, you sit down, let me read you right now. So in case you think you're fooling anybody, I know what you're up to. I know what you're like. I'm so glad Arya pointed it out that, you know what, girl, save your little fake sad face and fake love for John. I know where your heart is, and it has nothing to do with John or me or anybody else but yourself. So just don't even pretend like you're not hoping that John ain't never coming back so you can have Winterfell all to yourself. Don't even play. Done with you. It's beautiful. It was wonderfully executed. Glad Arya got a chance to say that to her, because now Arya's gonna have no guilt whatsoever with whatever she's gotta do going forward to survive. As far as the whole thing with Littlefinger dropping the trap for Arya, I'm very curious as to what that is. I'm hoping that Arya is one step ahead. I really just hope it's one of those things where he thinks that she doesn't know, that he knows, that she knows, that he knows, that she knows about him. If that makes any sense. It doesn't. I got lost in that. I'm sorry, y'all. Outside of that, I'm a little sad that Jon skipped going back to Winterfell and went straight to the Wall. I really wanted them to get together before he heads out north. I'm so nervous about what's gonna happen. That army of the dead is so many of them. There's so many of them. Wow, guys, like, they're not prepared. They're not ready.
No. No, she wasn't ready. She wasn't ready.
They walked out, you know, so that V formation, you know that V formation they use in movies when the heroes are about to go out there and either kick ass or it's one of the final marches. But this episode was great. I really, really like that they took a step back from the crazy pacing as far as all the action and gave us a little bit more layered plot and a little more to chew on in that regard. But I mean, things still move forward, and that's what I like. Nothing is stalling in this season at all. Like, I don't think we can say that there's been a single filler episode yet, and that's huge. So I hope you guys liked watching it with me. What did you think of this episode? What do you think is coming next? Do you think everyone's gonna, who left the Wall today, do you think they're gonna come back? Do you think that it's certain doom for our little group? And what about what's going on down in King's Landing? Do you think that Cersei's got something up her sleeve? She seemed awfully calm about this whole idea of Dany taking out half her army. What is she even up to already? And what about Arya? Are you worried? Do you think she maybe is one step ahead of Littlefinger? Do you think Littlefinger might have actually gotten a drop on our little assassin? Leave your comments below. I love reading them. Thank you so, so much for all the feedback you've been giving. It's been great and so much fun to read. So if you like this video, please, please, please click like. And if you want to see more from this geeky face, go ahead and click subscribe. Until next time, guys. See ya.